Good morning, everyone. It's your host, Bear Evans with Lil Mike Fight Night, and today we're going to be talking about where's Sean Strickland? So I'm backing off of my last video I just had, and I'll drop it up, at the end of the video screen if y'all want to watch that. But essentially, I was talking about, we have Whitaker versus Chimaev. That's going to be a #1 contender fight, and then they're probably going to fight the winner of what was just announced, Adesanya versus Duplessis for UFC 305. Where does that leave Strickland? So, Sean Strickland lost to a razor-close decision. Sean Strickland had more significant strikes. Dana White thought he won even. And it was a 5-round fight all the way down to the decision. And Sean Strickland lost the belt to Dricus Duplessis. Now, you would think that they would get an immediate rematch, even though there was hype built for Duplessis versus Adesanya with the whole, who's the real African champion and the race baiting thing in the ring. But anyways, when that fell through and Sean Strickland came up, Sean Strickland did become quite a star overnight, to be honest with you. Kind of like the people's champion. His numbers were started going up. The crowd was loving him, really becoming a fan favorite. So with all that being said, I understand that, the UFC definitely thought Duplessis versus Adesanya was the fight back then when it was available for the first time, before Strickland took it. But, now that this is all rolled out and played out with, Strickland moving up and fighting Duplessis, and he's moving up in popularity and fame, I think the biggest fight is Strickland versus Duplessis. But anyways, on that, for UFC 300, they offered Adesanya and Duplessis that fight. They turned it down. They both turned it down. Didn't work out for some reason. So for UFC 305 now, it looks like it's going to be Duplessis versus Adesanya. But I'm like, why didn't Sean Strickland get that call? Sean Strickland went ahead and said on his Twitter that, you know what, he's next for the title, and if he doesn't get it, he's going to think about going to boxing or something, which I think that is actually impossible. He probably has many fights left on his contract. Those UFC contracts are notoriously little boogers to get out of. But, to me, Sean Strickland handily beat Adesanya. Handily. The first round, he knocked him out. Sean Strickland, yes, he puts on forward pressure, but he's not a swing at 100%, really turning up the aggression. He picks his shots, you know what I mean? He works off his jab, and he just has forward pressure and great defense, in that Philly shell. But he's not trying to finish you all the time. With that pace, and that being said, he hurt Adesanya in the first round and continued to beat up and confuse Adesanya for another 4 rounds, right? He wins the belt like he should. I don't think that qualifies for a rematch. Adesanya got the fuck beat out of him. But now we go to Strickland versus Duplessis, a razor-thin fight, razor-close decision. The first time I watched it, Strickland, I thought he won when I was watching it live. The second time, I was like, Duplessis had that. The third time, I thought Strickland had it 3-2, so I went ahead. So after you even that all out, I guess I thought Strickland won, but it was razor-close. I think they should be the ones fighting. I think it's the bigger pay-per-view event. I think Izzy, he's kind of, got knocked out to Pieta. Yes, he came back, knocked him out, whatever. But, he was getting beat up for 2 rounds before that or 4 rounds, whatever. And then, Sean Strickland comes in. He gets hurt by him, gets beat up for 4 rounds, and then he leaves and says he's gone for 5 years. It's like, maybe it's time for other people to start rolling in, and let's see some change happening in this middleweight division. But anyways, where's Sean Strickland, guys? Would y'all rather see him versus Dricus Duplessis or Duplessis versus Adesanya? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm out.